is Late Night Health. This is the radio show that cares about the most important part of your life, your health. Hi, I'm Mark Alyn, and along with the insane Daryl Wayne, we're going to spend the next 2 hours talking about a wide variety of health issues. We're going to talk about hearing and hearing loss and what you can do about it in about 30 minutes from now. During hour 2, we're going to talk with a woman. We're going to talk about private parts. We're going to talk about the vagina and how women can take care of that. And we'll also be spending some time talking about Seasons Recovery in Malibu with their lead therapist, Nancy Irwin. All that and much more. Robert Clancy will be talking to us about volunteering today. And we're going to start our show right now with Ryan Kaltman. He is the U.S. brand manager for Myrtle 300, which is a respiratory and sinus supplement. Ryan, welcome to Late Night Health.
Mark, thank you so much. Daryl, it's a pleasure, and it's so nice to meet with you and your listeners. I'll tell you something right out of the bat. We're facing an epidemic here in the United States. I'm sure you're well aware that on average, Americans get 2 to 3 colds per year. Nearly 1 billion colds are experienced every year. And about the CDC reports about 22 million school days are missed because of a variety of colds and coughs. And we're on a mission with Myrtle 300 to take a bite out of that, to try and dramatically reduce that and kind of come at it from a non-pharmaceutical approach.
Well, one of the things with colds, a lot of people go to the doctor and say, I have a cold or I'm coming down with a cold, and they want an antibiotic. And antibiotics don't work against viruses. And most colds, from my understanding, are caused by a virus rather than an antibiotic. I think there's a placebo effect when somebody is given an antibiotic for a cold and they feel better because the doctor is giving them something. You care to comment on that?
100% true. The concern these days with the rapid deployment of antibiotics is resistance. And the more we overprescribe antibiotics, the less effective we have when we truly have a bacterial infection breakout. So any solution or option that can meet those symptoms and reduce them, get people back on their feet, I'm sure is welcome. I know my family and we welcome that. And that's why we're so excited about what Myrtle 300 is doing from a natural perspective.
This is an over-the-counter supplement.
Yes, sir.
And it's made from plant essential oils, and it's manufactured in Germany, and it's been used for almost 40 years.
Yeah, it's a 4 essential oil proprietary blend. The essential oils are eucalyptus, orange oil, lemon oil, and myrtle oil. That's why it's called Myrtle 300.
I thought I thought they called it Myrtle after the ghost in Harry Potter, but obviously I was wrong. And she's the one who lives in the boys' bathroom, but I digress.
Oh, that's Moaning Myrtle from Harry Potter, I think.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, Harry Potter, yes, of course. My kids and I love that.
Yeah,
but
me too.
Myrtle 300, Myrtle is a plant native to North Africa, and about 40 years ago, Paul Boskamp, this very large German family-owned company, the company started in 1835, so it's been around a long, long time. They put together this proprietary blend of these 4 essential oils. And just a side note, most people think you cannot ingest essential oils, that they're typically a topical. And topically, they are effective for a variety of reasons. But what Paul Boskamp created was a safe blend of these 4 essential oils that could be ingested. And what's exciting is, for 40 years now, about 250 million capsules of Myrtle 300 are consumed every year around the world, outside the United States. And only this year, finally, it's in the U.S., and families and people are seeing incredible results as far as reducing the signs of their cough and cold with this natural alternative, which is really exciting.
Do you think that more and more people are turning to natural products compared to Big Pharma?
I think that that is a very easy question to answer. If you look in the news and you look at any of the people talking about the undesired side effects of pharmaceuticals, there are a lot of highly effective pharmaceutical options in the cough and cold space, but you're dealing with, in some cases, like a caffeine-like effect where you feel almost, for lack of a better word, drugged and amped. People who take pharmaceutical grade medicine usually can't fall asleep. With something that's natural, a lot more gentle on your system, on your lungs, on your sinuses, and still is highly effective. People are opting for that. I myself have gone very natural. I'm actually experimenting these days with kind of a vegan lifestyle, plant-based, and that may be a little extreme for most people. But if I'm anything like most people, we're trying to stay away from the harsh chemicals and make better choices for our families and our children.
Does that mean, Ryan, that we can't meet at Brent's? Ryan, it turns out, lives near me, and we can't go to the deli for pastrami, which, is kind of like soul food for us. Anyway.
Yes.
Right.
Well, they have some really great salads there, too, so I'm happy to join you anytime. Love Brent.
All right. Good deal. Our guest is Ryan Kaltman. He is the U.S. brand manager for Myrtle 300. It's a new product to the U.S. It's a sinus and respiratory supplement, and it's all natural. Now, being all natural, are there side effects? Or are they minimal side effects?
Great question. What some people report that they have kind of a lemony taste. They can smell this kind of lemony smell after you swallow it. This is a capsule, so you're ingesting it, and it's going down and being digested, and then it's incorporated in the bloodstream, and then it then travels and contributes to your system through your bloodstream. So the side effects that are actually felt, apart from the intended reduction of mucus, it has kind of a mucolytic effect to help you get rid of your mucus. We're not seeing that. People in general just say they can taste that lemoniness, which is actually a refreshing thing.
It would that would be much better than some of the preparations I've tried over the years. It's funny. I was reading this morning online about a pharmaceutical drug. It's an over-the-counter that's very commonly used for nasal decongestant. And somebody was reporting that they've had hallucinatory effects from it.
My goodness.
And the products like, I'm going to mention it, NyQuil, have, sometimes they wire you and sometimes they make you go to sleep. They're designed to make you go to sleep. But I've had both reactions. Daryl?
Oh, they're 80 proof.
Oh, yeah.
40 proof at least, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like drinking a bottle of scotch or something like that. We'll be talking about that later on when we talk about addiction. But it's interesting to me that these kinds of drugs, which have a whole litany of side effects, harmful side effects. If you take them too long, it can harm kidneys and raise blood pressure, et cetera, et cetera. And some people are, seeing ghosts of Myrtle from taking them. I find Myrtle 300 to be refreshing.
Absolutely, and without mentioning any specific brand from our side of things, I'll speak to. It's a pretty amazing that even a natural essential oil, for example, Myrtle itself is it comes from the willow tree bark, and it's a compound related, or rather, I should say, most of Myrtle's effects are due to the high levels of salicylic acid naturally occurring in the plant, and that is a compound related to aspirin. Now, this is not aspirin, but being related to aspirin, and that the idea that it is basis of modern known non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medications. This is naturally occurring in Myrtle,
and so it's actually an anti-inflammatory.
Well, it has those properties because again, it's got the salicylic acid naturally occurring in Myrtle.
In Myrtle, right? And so, Myrtle, of course, is mentioned in the Old Testament, I believe, and maybe in the New Testament too. I think you have me there. I'm not sure about that. They mix all these things up and they burn. I don't know. Anyway,
I wouldn't be surprised. It's been around forever.
Yeah, it has been around forever, and it is medicinal, if you will, in its properties. Myrtle 300 is the course of discussion right now here on Late Night Health, along with the insane Daryl Wayne. I'm Mark Alyn. Our guest, the U.S. brand manager, Ryan Kaltman, and we are talking about this new product to the U.S., but it's been around for over 20 years. It's amazing. We'll give a place to get it. You'll be able to go to latenighthealth.com for more information as well. And when we come back, we're going to talk about allergies and Myrtle 300 as Late Night Health continues. Please join us at latenighthealth.com, latenighthealth.com.
The show continues in a moment.
Attention users of the blood-thinning drug Xarelto. If you took the drug Xarelto and experienced complications such as cerebral hemorrhage, gastrointestinal bleeding or other internal bleeding, or if a loved one has died after taking Xarelto, you may be eligible to get a cash award for your suffering. Call the Xarelto Help Hotline now at 1-800-264-3150. That's 800-264-3150. To qualify for a cash settlement, you must file a claim before the deadline, so don't miss your opportunity for a cash settlement. Call 800-264-3150 now for a free, no-obligation consultation. Our call center is open 24/7. So if you took the drug Xarelto and experienced cerebral hemorrhage, gastrointestinal bleeding, or other internal bleeding, or if a loved one has died after taking Xarelto, call the Xarelto Help Hotline now at 800-264-3150, 800-264-3150. That's 800-264-3150.
The experts at Web.com want to build your business a successful website for free, just like we did for these current Web.com customers.
We've looked at other website designers. There's nobody better than Web.com.
Web.com can build your website in as little as 7 days free. Plus, we'll promote it on all the major search engines. If after 30 days you're happy, we'll continue to provide promotion, hosting, support, and maintenance, all for one low monthly fee. If not, cancel and pay nothing.
If you're in business and you don't have a web presence, you won't be taken seriously.
Call right now and you'll also get a free .com or .net domain name for your new website, powered by VeriSign, the world's leading domain name provider.
No upfront charge for site build, after which ongoing fees apply. Rights to site are relinquished when canceled. Domain included during active service, after which fees apply.
800-489-8751. 800-489-8751. 800-489-8751. That's 800-489-8751.